I have a confession to make. I purchased tickets for the Amazing Digital Circus Last Act in theatres. Hello everyone! It is Desmond, and I just wanted to make a quick, unscripted video about the current state of the Amazing Digital Circus / Glitch Productions and Gooseworks. Because, boy! A lot of things have been happening, haven't they? So, number one, since this is how I began the video, we're going to be talking about Episode 9, The Amazing Digital Circus, The Last Act. Now, this part is going to be kept pretty brief, because I did talk about it a lot in my reaction to the trailer. If you've not watched that video, go check it out. But, basically, to put it simply, The Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 9, The Last Act, is being shown in theatres along with Episode 8, back to back from one another, 2 weeks before the episode finally drops on YouTube. And that was met with a lot of discourse from people. A lot of people being mad that moviegoers that will go and watch the final act will start spoiling the episode on social media, like recording it in cinemas and then posting it on places like TikTok and YouTube to basically have power over everyone else and be like, ha, no, you don't get a surprise, here's what actually happens. And I just want to say this, I do get it. There are some people that like to be spoiled because then they feel like they have a reason to actually watch a said certain piece of media. My boyfriend is like that. He can't be convinced to watch something unless he gets spoiled on it. It's really weird. I don't understand it, but I respect that's how his life rolls. So I get that there are people like that. So there will be some people glad about the spoilers, but for a majority, a lot of people aren't going to be happy about spoilers. So even though this isn't going to do much, I highly encourage you to not spoil it. I know that there's a lot of people that really want to, which is just not fair for the people that don't want to get spoiled. And then the second thing, like I said in the beginning of this video, I have bought tickets to watch The Last Act in my local Cineworld. Now, I know it's going to be fun, but you know the thing that, broke my resolve? I was scrolling through TikTok and a Cineworld ad came up regarding The Last Act, being like, you can get a Digital Circus The Last Act popcorn bucket. Yeah, clearly I have no self-control. So I am going to see The Last Act in theatres. Obviously, that kind of ruins the whole raw reaction thing for YouTube. But it was a lot of conflict in my brain. Like, I've been thinking and mulling this over for, weeks. There's been one side of me that's like, I need to get my reaction, raw and real for YouTube, because that just does better on the algorithm. I never thought I'd talk about pleasing the algorithm before, but here we are. And then the other side of me, the moviegoer side of me, was saying, you need to go see it in theatres 2 weeks early, so that way you don't get spoiled. Because I do that a lot with movies. I see them the day they come out, so that way I'm not spoiled at all on social media. That is probably going to be me when the Tangled live action movie comes out, because Catherine Hahn is Mother Gothel, but we are getting sidetracked here. So that's where my final verdict came, and there was a lot more pros than cons to seeing it in theatres. Plus, the tickets weren't that bad for an hour-and-a-half showing of 2 episodes of The Amazing Digital Circus. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to buy the tickets. And so now that's done, and I can't refund it if I tried. So, see you at Cineworld in June! Well, if you're at my local Cineworld, but you know. But yes, I do get it's a large issue, the whole it being in theatres and no one wanting it spoiled thing. I'm just grateful and happy to be one of those countries where it is actually going to be shown in big cinema chains. I have actually seen from recent glitch posts, if I get it up. So here we go. It is basically they are adding countries to their movie roster like, pretty much, like, weekly at this point. Like, every, like, fortnight-ish. And so, currently, like, from 8 days ago, it's like the Digital Circus last act is coming to Europe, and in countries like the UK, Germany, France, Portugal, Switzerland, Norway, Finland, Poland, Ireland, Spain, Austria, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, Italy, North Macedonia, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Slovakia, Estonia, Latvia, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Albania. Like, they keep adding new countries and regions to the Last Act's roster. Like I said, pretty much fortnightly. It's really incredible.
Also, this is Editing Des here. I am sorry if I got any of those country names wrong. I tried my best. I am so sorry.
And so, like, the opportunity for people to see this in theatres grows more and more. And I do understand that some people, like, are strapped for money and they can't really go and see it in the theatres, so they're going to have to wait for it to come out on YouTube so that they can watch it for free. I completely understand that, which is why, once again, I urge, don't spoil the movie. But yeah, this segment was mainly just a way for me to confess I've bought tickets to go see it. I'm really sorry. My resolve crumbled. All because of a damn popcorn bucket. I really have no self-control. That's basically the ending of this story. And the second thing I want to cover is controversy between some of the voice actors around the Digital Circus. Mainly the voice actors Michael Kovac and Ashley Nichols. Now, I just want to make it clear, I don't really have anything to say that is beneficial to this controversy, because I am white as heck, so I can't really talk when it comes to this controversy. But Michael and Ashley, mainly Michael, I have seen have been have gotten into a controversy surrounding the subject. I don't know what I can say without YouTube demonetizing me. So I'm just gonna try and just, like, put the word up here on the screen and hope YouTube doesn't, you know, strike me down and demonetize me. But basically, they have been caught in some controversy for that recently. For a stream that Ashley did back in 2019. I believe it was part of the Honeycast. It might not have been. It might have just been a game-playing stream. But from what I have heard, they were playing Jackbox and someone donated with this name. I'm not going to say it because YouTube might once again think I am saying a no-no word. But from what I have seen is that this person was... that their username was meant to be an abbreviation of the word negative. And basically, the people on the stream freaked out. And then when they realized the mistake, they started making light of it. Because what do you do when you make a mistake about something? You laugh and joke around and say how stupid you were for thinking it was that word, the bad word. And during one moment of the stream, Michael said something that basically wasn't the best, and I have heard people of colour say that while yes, he has apologised, it's also inexcusable because they have been bullied. These people of colour have been bullied in school countless times from people nearly saying the word, but not quite, and everything. And being like, oh, it's just a joke, man. Oh, it's funny, you know? We're just having banter. It's banter, mate. Oh my god, I let my inner chav out for that. I felt my skin crawl. No. So I completely understand where these people are coming from. But I do just want to say, and this is not me defending, like, Michael and Ashley, but it was in 2019. It was a different time back then, and also they have apologized. And I have seen other comments talking about this controversy on, like, other people's videos, being like, as soon as I heard it was 2019, I instantly forgave them. Because it's like, it's it's like, it's crazy. It was 2019. Like, it was before 2020. And I feel like ever since COVID happened, I really, really don't want to, like, sound so controversial when I say this, but I feel like ever since 2020, a lot of us have become a lot more sensitive to these things. And once again, I completely understand where some people are coming from. Like, the R word is not good in any context. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna say, yes, it was bad. They have apologized. There's not really much else that they can do. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter, because I don't want to become controversial from talking about a controversial subject. And once again, I'm white, so I don't have any say in how this scenario goes down. So I just want to put that out there. Okay? And second, and finally, this is all culminating in one thing. I just want to say, with every single show, with every single fandom, you will find controversy. There is controversy in fandoms such as Has Been Hotel, The Amazing Digital Circus. There was a bike that just went past outside my window. We are going to ignore that. But there's controversy in things like Has Been Hotel, Murder Drones, The Amazing Digital Circus, even mainstream media like The Owl House before it got cancelled, and just general fandoms. There's controversy within, like, the Disney adult side of stuff. There's controversy in everything. If it exists, people will have a different opinion to you. And so, no matter how hard we try, no matter how hard we apologize for things, no matter how hard we try to please everybody, you are always going to end up upsetting somebody. And that's just one of the main reasons why Glitch and Gooseworks and the voice actors for The Amazing Digital Circus are currently facing controversies. Because when you try to please everyone, you're upsetting someone, like I just said. It's a crazy world out there. Not everyone is going to get along. Not everyone is going to find the jokes that you make funny. Some of them will find it very offensive. And that's just because of things that people have been exposed to and how they have applied that and how their beliefs are formed. And so I just want to say, just try and treat everyone with kindness and respect. And I'm not trying to say tread on eggshells, but what I am going to try and say is be respectful of people. Be respectful of people of different colours, races, genders, just anything like that. Just try and be kind. Go forward with love. And yeah, not a treading on eggshells level of craziness, but just be careful and try to not insert yourself too much into drama that doesn't insert you. I say hypocritically, being a person that just inserted himself into the Digital Circus drama by talking about it. I don't set a good example. But yes, that is pretty much what I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about where the Digital Circus and its community is standing currently. I do know that there are other race-related issues that have happened regarding the Digital Circus, not just the live stream that happened back in 2019 with Michael and Ashley. There was a lot of people criticizing Queenie being voiced by a black woman, and it's just like, dude, it's not that deep. Chill out. That is pretty much all I wanted to say. It was mainly just a recap and my personal perspective on all of this stuff. Once again, I am just a person on the internet. I have no, like, you know, reputable sources or opinions that you should stand by. Just like everyone else on the internet, you should not form your opinions from me or anyone else talking about these controversies. You should look at the sources yourself, look at everything that is going on, and just form your own opinion. So that is what I have to say. Just go forward with love. Don't tread on eggshells too much, and just try to be the best person you can be. You won't please everyone, but at least you can please some people. Anyway, that is it from me. I'm going to stop talking before I say something so bad that it could be taken out of context, and I'm just going to leave you there. You have been watching this video for way too long, and so I am going to let you go. This is Des329 out. Goodbye.